so I'm back with another wig review. Y'all requested more of these, so I'm doing some more. Ywigs sent me a beautiful wig that I got to pick out on their website. www.ywigs.com. And there is going to be a special discount code that you guys can use, Leticia, L-E-T-I-C-I-A, and you can save money when you order. So this came yesterday, and I couldn't wait, but I had to, so I could make the video for you guys. So this is how it comes. It comes with a little backpack, and when you open it, you have all sorts of goodies that just spill out. Comes with 2 wig caps in one container, a return policy exchange form, and then extra combs and a band for you to use if you need. So this wig is the Body Wave Brazilian Human Hair Lace Front, the color 1B/27. So it's a blonde. It's a honey blonde with a dark root, a 1B root. So it's going to come in a nice little plastic bag with a hairnet. And this one is an 18-inch. I'm just going to toss it on the floor. So this is how it comes. This is what you're going to get when you open your package. And take that hairnet away. The lace is transparent, so that's a plus. I love how, I'm going to save that so I can work with it. So I love how the lace is transparent. I always have trouble with lace color if it comes in a dark color or a color too light. So I love that it's a transparent, beautiful see-through. And you can put your own foundation or color on it, or it will just blend and melt in with your skin tone. Okay, so here is the beautiful wig that they sent me. It smells nice, like it's washed. It smells like some good smelling shampoo. So here are the roots. It's not a lot of roots, but just enough so that if your skin tone does not match well with the blonde, directly touching it, you have a little bit of the dark 1B root to kind of transition and have that ombre effect. So I did get 18 inches Brazilian body waves because I didn't want a super long wig. So I just got the 18 inches. This hair is really soft. Smells good. It smells like they really washed it. It feels like you can straighten it or wet it and get more of a defined curl if you wet it. Oh, sorry, you guys. The inside looks like this. It's I'm just going to turn it inside out for you guys so y'all can see. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combs, and it has the adjustable head strap, and you can pretty much part anywhere you like. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you guys how I trim the lace and how I, prepare the wig to install and put on. So we're going to see how I do. Okay, you guys, so I have my wig set up on a little foam head, and you can get these like at your local beauty supply shop or whatever. So I pinned this down on the foam head, and I'm going to cut around the lace. And also, like right here by the ear, they have where you can cut between and not really damage the wig. So if you like to have that, flat for your ear, you can go ahead and cut there. I'm going to cut there first. I'm just going to make a small slit where I just part the hair. Right here, you can see there's a part. Just make a small slit there so that you have separation. So we can pull that hair in front of your ear and then glue it around. So I'm just going to make a little small slit right there like this. And some of the hair is going to come out, but that's okay. So, it would have helped if I had a weighted foam head or whatever. Okay, so now that I did that, now I'm going to go ahead and cut the other side for that ear on the lace. So I just do a little part with my finger and see exactly where it's going to hit. You can try this on first too, but usually it's just like right here on this side. Make sure you don't cut too much of the hair. So you already saw how I did the other side, so I'm just going to make a quick slip right up in there so you can cut the lace when you try it on. But I'm going to go ahead and cut some of this off because I know I'm not going to use all of this, and then I'm going to try it on and then cut the rest according to how I want it to lay on my hair, on my scalp. Make sure you don't cut any of those little baby hairs yet. Just kind of cut around where you know you're gonna have to probably recut, but just cut so that you can see how it's gonna look, so you don't have extra lace hanging everywhere. So I'm just cutting it like so. I don't like extra lace because I can tell and I can see it. So I like to cut it close and then go back and cut it again if I have too much. So this is extra lace. So now I'm going to put it on and then see what adjustments I got to make. Okay, so I just have the wig cap on like normal. I sprayed a little of the glue, got to be glue, and so it's a little slick back under there. And now I'm going to put the wig on and then see if I have to recut the lace again. It might be fine, but let me go ahead and see. Okay. So it does have a back lace that I've already trimmed a little bit. So if you want it to be like a 360 all around and wear your hair up, that's possible with that back lace. Okay, so I put it on and I laid it. My wig cap is a little too far. Let me just, okay. So I've laid it on my head to see where I want to cut on the lace. I didn't leave much lace, so I don't really have to do very much cutting. I haven't strapped it on or put the combs in or anything yet, so I'm going to go ahead and do that to see. This cap feels a little bit smaller on my head for some reason. So this one is smaller than my last wig that I had, but it still fits really good. The other one was a little bit too big, actually. So this one is fitting tighter, which is good because it's gonna look more natural than if it's too loose. And then it always is a little bit loose in the back, so there are those adjustable straps to tighten up. So also gives you like a little mini facelift if you use the combs. So here's the lace. I'm going to definitely cut more in that area. Just a little bit closer to the hairline. And on here, I think I did pretty good on this side. I don't have to cut much on this side. I'm just going to leave that whole side alone. But this side, I can go a little bit further. So let me see how this parts. I'm definitely going to have to pluck parts, I see. Let me get in close. So I'm definitely going to have to pluck parts for sure. But the texture is pretty good. The coloring is pretty good. Let's see what I can do with this. I'm going to go ahead and cut the lace and show you guys how I glue it on. So I'm just going to trim some of the baby hairs just a little bit. They're a little too long. Kind of at an angle. Don't like them too long. That's like a bit too much. So you can also pluck some of them off with tweezers. On this side, I'm going to go ahead and cut more of an angle. Cut that off just with some shears. It's an angle is better because it looks more natural. So if If you cut too much, you can always just pluck it off and kind of. Okay, so I'm not going to do too much right now because I want to put it on my head to see how these hairs lace. I don't like these type of hairs that stick straight out because you have to like gel them down or something, or you can push them back. So I might end up plucking these a little bit anyway because I don't like when they stick up like that. It just really gets them up. You have to do too much gel. So I like to pluck a lot of those off. Anyway, so that's not going to be a big deal. Just leave a few. And then wherever you want your part, you can kind of pluck. I think I want mine in the middle today. So let me take this pin out. Take it further in the back. I used the safety pin because I didn't have like a sewing pin because I don't sew. Okay, so let's part this in the middle like so. I don't know if this is in the middle of my head, so that's why you need to try it on first. This could be way off. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on and pluck it while it's on. Ooh, got a little straight hair. Okay, so I have the wig on now. I kind of placed it where I think it should sit. It does kind of, I did cut it kind of in a round way so that I could part it many ways. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue my wig. I'm going to be using Got to Be Invincible Styling Gel. Also the spray, Got to Be Glued Blasting Spray. So I always just, I like spray my hairline because I've already sprayed it with the spray first. Let it get kind of tacky. And I kind of rub it in and let it sit for a second. Then I take some of the glue gel and apply it right here because this is where it needs to stick the most, in my opinion, on my head. I apply it right there, and then I take whatever left over and kind of apply it and let it dry for a second, and then just place it directly on the glue and kind of pat it down and make sure it's sticking. You're probably going to need to tie it down with a scarf or a elastic headband, which is what I do. I look like I'm getting ready to play some guitar. So I just let it sit like this, and you can press it to make it stick better. Hopefully you put enough. If not, you can always go spot check and make sure the lace is glued down like you want it. Hey guys, so I decided to do a side part after the glue is semi-dry, dry enough to work with. So I'm going to do a side part, and I'm going to kind of part right over here, but I need to pluck that side part. I know I'm looking real 80s right now, but this wig is very dense. It's thick. So if you want it thinner, I believe they have the option to have thinner versions of this, and I will have all the description and everything below so that you guys know where to click to go purchase, and I'll have a discount code and everything. So I'm gonna make this little part here just with my fingers and take my trusty fingers, and I'm gonna have my mirror here so I can look into it. I'm gonna have you guys up here so that you can see as well. Okay. All right. So, y'all like my country accent? Okay. So, I see where I want my part right here. And I'm going to also use a little bit of foundation. I'm just plucking it like this real quick. And when you do that, you're just making a broader part so that you can see the scalp right there. So that's all. It's not much. You just go like that. Very easy once you start, just kind of pull the excess hair out. So don't make it too big because it might look unnatural. You can also thin out the hairs around the hairline too. And if you want to switch sides, like if you want it bigger, because remember when you put the concealer on it, let me put some concealer. When you put the concealer on it, it's going to look, I'm just going to use some they already have up here. It's going to look better. So I'm going to go ahead and put some on there so you can see how the part's going to look. Then you can wipe the excess off with like a little makeup wipe. So that's how the part looks with a little concealer. Then you can do a part on this side as well. So kind of measure where you want it. Maybe here. Or, yeah, that's good. So do the same thing on the side. Just tweeze out the excess hairs on that part and around that hairline. And then I'm going to also fix the baby hairs in a sec. But I need to tweeze this first. Don't do too much. Just go slow. Take your time. Don't overpluck it. Just work in small. Layers. Okay, so I'm going to take my concealer and try to see what this looks like now. I don't do too much concealer. A lot of people do this under the wig so that the concealer is underneath the lace. But I like to do it this way so I can see better and work with it as I go. Okay, so now that part's done over here, and if you do parts on two sides like this, then it makes it also easier to put like your hair up in a little updo. And let me tighten this in back. There we go. So, okay, so now I'm going to try to lay these hairs down or comb them back or do something with them. So you can use edge gel. You can use some of the gel you already used. Maybe some type of oil to kind of lay these hairs down. I don't like to use too much of the gel because it's very crispy. So I take like a stick, a slick stick, or whatever you're gonna call it, like an edge control. I rub some on my fingers and I kind of just lay it down like that, and then I go back with my comb or my little brush to lay them down. It's almost like a wax, so it's not crispy and it's movable. So if you want to change the position of those hairs, you totally can. And it also makes them a little bit more flexible. The only thing I don't like about it is it makes them look a little wet. So you're gonna have to like work with that. And you can just comb them all back if you like, because some people don't like too much baby hair. And if you cut them too short, just comb them back and just comb them out a little bit. You know, sometimes I do it too short, but then it ends up working out in the end because of how I style the hair. So just gonna comb that back up into here and just do a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna part it on this side where I originally had to part and see how my natural hairline would go. Then I comb it in that direction. So it's gonna go this way or up. And then you just comb a little bit down. Depending on the hair texture, it's going to be either spiky or like really able to lay down, or how long you cut it. I think I cut mine a little bit too short, but you can always fix it by just cutting out some more, and plucking those and cutting out some more. So yeah, or just letting them be spiky. So edge control gel, whatever you use, go ahead and lay down your baby hairs. This curl pattern, it needs something in it, so I'm gonna put. I'm just gonna comb these to the side for now. We'll figure this out later, because I think if I had, there we go. Never mind, I got it. Okay, just have a little bit over here. So now I'm gonna take. I want this to be a little bit wavy for like summer and spring. So I'm gonna take my hair milk styling foam and just put some like this. It's like a mousse, but it's a moisturizing, so it's not gonna damage the hair. You can spray it with some leave-in conditioner just to get that beachy, wavy texture, that curl pattern going. Just so you can have a wave. Like, it darkens it a little bit, but when it dries, you're gonna have the good pattern. Some people use spray. Just spray it. See what the curl pattern looks like when it's. Yeah, there you go. And then when it dries, you'll have a better curl pattern. And you don't have to use a curling iron. And save yourself some time. And you can put some gloss on it to kind of make it shine. If you want to go ahead and spray the top and get that a little bit wet, that's good too. So it looks very natural. Like when you spray it and then let it dry naturally, you'll get a better look. Or you can go ahead and use a diffuser and blow dry. But this is what the results are. If you just go ahead and just put a little bit of mousse and spray some water or some leave-in conditioner. Try to use the leave-in conditioner because you're also moisturizing and conditioning the hair at the same time, so it's not going to get all brittle. Especially if you have chemicals or hard water or something like that. You don't want that in the hair. Okay. And then when you get tired of the color, like if you don't want this color anymore, it's easy to dye because it's blonde. So you could choose a different color. You know, you go to the store, pick up some coloring, and then dye the wig whatever color you like. Because it's already light, and you can do some different types of color if you like, or different highlights or whatever. And they even do a custom highlight. Like you can choose on Ywigs. They will do a custom highlight for you if you want to order it, you know, personalized. So I'm going to let this dry. I'll be right back. Okay, so I've installed it and I've done the little middle part. It's a little bit poofy right here. So if you have a curling iron, you can kind of lay it down flatter if you'd like. I'm going to go for a more curly look. So I have my crimping iron. This is a body wave. So I kind of blow dried it out just a little bit. This is a body wave. So I'm just going to go ahead and crimp some of the waves back in. I think if you just let it naturally air dry, it will probably get a better curl. But I didn't want to wait. So I'm just going to put it back in with a crimping iron, as you can see. And you can mostly use a flat top. If you don't have one already, I'm just going to do a light wave crimp. And you can adjust this crimping iron to do smaller waves or bigger waves. But as you can see, I'm just going to give it a little bit of texture. So it looks more natural and it looks more believable. Okay. So I did put a little curling cream in it to give it a little bit more texture. And that's what I like about this wig, is you can put texturizer in it, curl defining, texturizing in it, and then you can also blow dry it and smooth it out, straight, curly, wavy. So this hair is very versatile. The Brazilian is very versatile and good to work with. So you can have all sorts of styles. If you like that Beyonce look, you'll have to forgive me because I'm on my laptop filming, and I have to work with what I have right now, especially in this bathroom. So if you hold it on a little bit longer, I have this heat setting on 400, so the hair can take up to 400 heat. Just don't leave it on too long. And yeah. Here. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and I'll be back. Okay, so here are my finished results. I hope you guys like it. I went ahead and did the middle part. I laid down the little poofy area right there with my crimping iron, and I just did a little crimp. I sprayed a little bit of this Aussie volume hairspray just to give a little bit more volume, and then I finished it off with a little hair gloss, weightless working serum. Any kind of shine serum would do, and I think it looks pretty good. So it's very natural. This is the end. This is what the back looks like from back behind. You're gonna be Beyonce. So if you like this wig, it does have a natural body wave. It is Brazilian. It is 1B on the root and 27, the color 27 on the blonde part. So you can get all of the details below for Ywigs. They have some beautiful wigs. Y'all go check them out. And here's their info. I'm also going to put the info as well in the description box. Y'all have a great day, and thumbs up if you like this and you want more wig videos.